Now, given all this huge debacle, I think a fun thought exercise is to think about this. So let me put this question out there. And I can't take full credit in this because I think it was Washington Post games writer Gene Park put this out there. So I'll give him credit there. But I think it's really, really interesting. He says his idea was this, is that what if these companies like Arcane actually have data that says most folks don't use performance mode. And this is why Arcane and Xbox and Bethesda are okay putting this game out there without the performance mode, and it'll come at a later date, even despite the internet backlash that they received. That they have data that says, hey, the majority of players aren't even going to use this feature anyways, so I think we can launch it without it. That's interesting to me. I'd never really thought about that. Like, what if? Now, I think for most folks who are pretty ingrained in games, you pay attention to the news, you're very involved, maybe you're a content creator yourself. I think a lot of us, 60 FPS is the standard. But maybe for someone who's more casual to a certain degree, they just play in performance mode. And maybe there's people that just like to have the higher pixel count. They love the 4K graphics. The frame rate and the smoothness isn't necessarily a showstopper for them. That I was like, wow, really? What if that's the case? And if that is the case, then it's just this loud vocal minority that is bitching and complaining about this, when in reality, we're just a small percentage of the user base, and that they can launch this game and most people just play it anyways, as was probably the case with Gotham Knights and A Plague Tale Requiem, right? That was another one that launched 30 FPS. A lot of people complained about it, but that got Game of the Year nods, and I think that game, I don't know what the sales are, and I'm sure Game Pass hurt their sales, but I'm sure they got a fat paycheck for it, so it cancels each other out. But that's interesting to think about.
Thanks for tuning into this clip from the Gamecite Chronicles podcast. You can tune in new episodes every week, Mondays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and leave a rating on your favorite podcast platform. And until next time, I'm Bonfire, and I will see you online.